Postmasters and guests, please welcome Janet Gray with her speech entitled Zombie Thrill. Zombie Thrill Ride. Janet Gray with Zombie Thrill Ride. Now, I must admit that I'm not a great fan of horror movies, or zombies per se, and the marauding, flesh-eating undead are not usually my cup of tea. However, add an evil pharmaceutical company, some creative mutations, a dash of sci-fi fantasy, and not to mention a kick-ass heroine in a black leather unitard, and your stereotypical zombie flick is transformed into a visual feast. Now, I must admit that some critics have not been so kind to the Resident Evil movie franchise, with the last instalment described as having endless video game-style violent mayhem in this mind-numbing apocalypse series. Well, I urge you to dismiss these sniffs of these erudite reviewers and understand the benefit and the value of these slick, glossy action flicks. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Resident Evil movie franchise and video games, the basic plot is that the evil umbrella organisation has created the bioengineered T-virus in a secure underground facility. I wonder what could go wrong. Of course, the T-virus escapes into the surrounding workforce and lab animals, turning them into flesh-eating zombies. Now, our heroine, Alice, is sent in with a crack team to contain and quarantine the virus within the facility, and they get to battle the zombies and the mutants and the facility's psychopathic computer. In the end, while Alice survives, the virus does escape, and it does spread across the rest of the world, resulting in over the next subsequent movies into a full-blown zombie apocalypse. Now, admittedly, these kind of movies are not for deep intellectual enlightenment. And you do occasionally have to suspend logical thought processes to transverse some of the gaping plot holes. However, if you're willing to just take a break with reality, then strap yourselves in and go for the ride. Now, these movies have some spectacular special effects, with many moments when I found myself just saying, how cool was that? And then, well, you can imagine being part of they have very creative mutations of some of these things. So you can imagine being part of the creative team for these movies. It would be so much fun. Sort of, okay, guys, we've done the stock standard zombies, we've done hordes of zombies. What else could we do? What if some of the zombies have tentacles bursting out of their mouths just as they're about to attack? Yeah. What if some of them leap around the walls with their tongues lashing their victims? Yeah. What if, thinking big here, guys, really big. What if you have giant zombies with a hessian sack over their head, with a bolt through it, with a giant meat cleaver axe, and they go to pulverise the humans that are the same size as the axe? Yes, out! And in the next movie, we'll have two of them. Now, but picture this. Looming out of the fog, Russian military zombie dudes on motorcycles with machine guns and rocket launchers. Oh yeah! Okay. And of course, all these amazing creatures then show off all the supreme fighting our team of good guys, including, of course, our heroine dressed in stunning heroine dressed in black leather and rubber. As some feminists may balk at some of the attire of the women in these movies, but it is good to know that in the forthcoming zombie apocalypse, that it will be actually a team of supreme female fighters who will be saving the day for humanity. So, now for those of you who are adverse to a modicum of blood and the occasional flying body parts, then perhaps these movies are not for you. But if you would like to take a break from reality and liven up your humdrum existence, then these movies are escapist fun. They're a little bit like a roller coaster ride. You just go with the flow, enjoy the rush, and maybe just scream just a little. Yeah.